Welcome to a new episode of Adrian and Kobei Unfiltered. Kobei and Adrian Unfiltered, whatever you guys want to put it, doesn't matter. I'm Kobei Washington. Adrian Ovensdorf, my other co-host. Adrian, let's get into it, man. First of all, I know we just took a week break, so let me ask you, how was our little break, How was your
It,
little break from the show?
uh, it was weird being away from sports, but my fantasy draft was yesterday, so and as always, that's depressing. But
Not depressing.
I had the last pick in the draft. It's always
Ah,
depressing.
well, you're not gonna like my team. I'll tell you that much. My team is very stacked this year. You
Oh,
know,
great. My team isn't
I'm gonna
bad.
have to.
It's my
I'm gonna
team's
have to
not
show up.
bad.
Your team's not bad, but it ain't good, is it? Right?
I hold on. I got Joe Burrow at quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
Keenan Allen,
Mm-hmm.
DK Metcalf,
Okay.
Nick Chubb, Aaron Jones, Pat Mafuth from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Antonio Gibson, Chris Godwin, Aaron Rodgers, Robert Woods, George Pickens, and the man who my team is named after. My team is nicknamed the Picket Fences, Kenny Pickett.
Well, my good man, I had a middle of the pack pick this year, but it still came out good. My quarterback got Josh Allen.
Oh, that's
Receivers,
yep.
I have Jamar Chase and Debo Samuel, Jerry Judy, and Hollywood Brown. My
Okay.
running backs, I got Cam Akers and Chase Edmonds from the Dolphins, and my tight end is Darren Waller.
Oh, that's
My defense, I have the Eagles defense and I have the Rams defense, and off the bench, I have Mr. Super Bowl MVP Matthew Stafford, Matthew Statty boy, coming off. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's dive into. Oh crap!
all right.
Let's dive into our basketball topic. Patrick Beverley has been recently traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Taylor Horton Tucker, Stanley Johnson. Patrick Beverley now joins the Lakers team, who is fresh off a disappointing season, dealing with a lot of injuries, but looking to turn it around this upcoming season, getting their players back healthy. Adrian, how do you feel what do you feel? What type of impact do you think Patrick Beverley is going to bring to this Lakers team? Do you think it'll be a negative impact? Do you think it'll be a positive impact? Or do you think things are just gonna be the same as how they were last year?
Honestly, I think it's going to have a positive impact, especially on the defensive end. We know Patrick Beverley is a great defensive player, and I think he's going to help the Lakers out. I am curious to see how the chemistry goes between all of them, because these are a lot of big personalities, but I'm sure that their coach is going to handle it well.
Right.
But still, I have my concerns when it comes to it, because we know how Patrick Beverley is, especially when he is on the opposing side. We know how he can get, so I wonder if there's still feelings there, but they know it's just a game of basketball. But I think he's going to help with them defensively. He's going to add some depth to the roster and have the minutes rotating and not having certain players in for the full 50 minutes, or however long an NBA game is, and really rotate the players, give certain players time to shine, and not putting everything on LeBron, which is what teams with LeBron usually do, as we can see from the past couple years of his play.
Right. Oh yeah, are you done?
Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry. I agree with you. I think this is going to be a positive impact on the Lakers. Lakers lacked defense last year.
Oh
That's
yeah.
what Patrick Beverley brings. He brings defense, and I feel like he's also, like you said, with his ego, he's going to challenge a lot of them to be better on the defensive end. We know how good Anthony Davis is on the defensive end. I know he's going to get up on Anthony Davis and challenge him to be better on the defensive end. We've seen LeBron, when he plays defense, is a very good defender.
Oh yeah.
He's going to challenge LeBron to play defense. He's also going to challenge Russell Westbrook to play defense. We know Russell Westbrook has been a lackluster defender majority of his career, but when Russell is locked in, we know how good he is on the basketball court, and we know what he can do. So
Oh yeah.
I feel like this trade also helps out offensively too, because Patrick Beverley is a good 3-and-D player. He's also a guy who can knock down the 3-point shot, who doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective on either side, on the offensive side of the ball. He's also a guy who can take a lot of pressure off of LeBron and Westbrook. If they do end up needing him to run a few plays here and there, he could do that. Like I said, I think this trade is going to be positive for the Lakers. I still think they have to make a few more trades and figure out the rest of this roster if they want to be in championship contention. But this is definitely a trade in the right step to getting their team back to relevancy. We'll just have to wait and see. Like you said, there's a lot of big egos. We know the history between him and Russ, but it seems, but from the reports and from how everything's been going, it seems they have been in contact since he's been traded. They're committed on working together to get this team back to winning. So like you just said, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm very happy with this trade. As a Lakers fan, I'm very happy with this trade. Like I said, Patrick Beverley, he's one, like you just said, Patrick Beverley's one of those guys where when he's on your team, you love him, but if you're playing against him, you can't stand him. You hate him.
And honestly, those are the best players to have.
Right.
Because then they're a force to be reckoned with. And better yet, Pat Bev is a trash talker. He gets into his opponent's head.
Right.
And we've seen it with Russ.
We've seen it with multiple players.
He especially gets to Russ.
Yeah,
I think Russ is gonna enjoy seeing him do it to other people. Be like, yeah, that's how it feels.
I think so too. And honestly, I know they're gonna bump heads during the season because it's definitely still a learning curve. But like I said, I think that their talent is gonna be able to prevail, and they'll figure it out. Like I said, I've heard that they've been in constant contact with each other, since Patrick Beverley has been traded to the Lakers, and they're very excited to have him on board. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see how this trade is gonna plan out.
I mean, Kobei, I do have a question though. Have you ever had a teammate like that? Someone that like you would hate if they were not on your team?
Oh yeah, multiple. I've had multiple teammates like that. There's the reasons why arguments always break out during practice. Trust. If you've seen my practices growing up, especially during BYBL and AAU seasons, I had those teammates, and we was always on different teams during practice when it came to scrimmaging. We was always going back and forth, but that just builds chemistry. That just builds a tighter bond, and it's fun to have a guy like that on your team who has your back. And that's what it seems like Patrick Beverley's having with Russell Westbrook. Like I said, they've had their issues in the past, and Patrick Beverley has shown nothing but love for Russell Westbrook on social media since he's gotten there. So like I said, I can't wait to see how this works out, and I hope it does work out in favor for the Lakers. But let's change topics. It's now on the football. Football is back, everybody. Yes, football is back. We would talk about college football, but my other co-host here, he's not really into college football like I am.
I'm trying, folks.
He's trying, but hey, don't worry about it. Maybe at one point we'll be able to talk some college football on here. But let's get into the NFL. Broncos' new quarterback Russell Wilson inked a $245 million deal over 5 years, but I think it is $160 million guaranteed. He inks that new contract with the Broncos, keeps him with Denver for the foreseeable future. Adrian, I'm also gonna start with you on this topic too. Seeing Russell Wilson's contract and seeing all the contracts that all these quarterbacks are getting across the league, do you think it is also time that Lamar Jackson receives his dues and gets a new contract, or how does this contract also impact the decision-making of the Ravens giving Lamar Jackson a new contract?
Well, I think that Lamar does need it. Isn't he still on his rookie contract?
Yeah, he's still on his rookie deal.
Then he deserves a new contract. I mean, what has he done since his rookie season? Oh, I don't know. Maybe an MVP. And honestly, I think if I were Lamar Jackson, I'd be thinking, wow, they just gave Russell, what?
$245 million.
$245 million.
I think that makes him the highest paid quarterback, and right behind him is Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. So I'm getting paid less than someone who's never won an MVP and someone who has allegations. What is this? What is this? Have I not
Right.
proven myself to this organization that I am worth
Right.
the money? So I think that Lamar, if I were Lamar, I think I'd be frustrated. I think because Lamar, all right, can we just say this? Lamar deserves the money.
He definitely does.
He deserves
I
the
agree.
money. So Baltimore, where's the money?
That's the number one question. Where's the money?
Yeah, where's the money? We know you have it. You wouldn't
They
be an
definitely
NFL
have it.
team if you didn't have money. So where's the money? Lamar is well deserved of the money. So is Wilson. We're not taking anything away from Wilson or Watson because they're both great quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
But Lamar is one of the only players to get MVP in his first did he get it his sophomore season? His sophomore or junior season?
I think it was his third year. I think it was his third year in the league because he sat behind Flacco. Came in, I think, around the NFC. It was either his second or third year in the league.
So yeah, he got an MVP his second or third year of his NFL career. That is extremely hard to do.
Very.
Extremely hard to do. He was able to impress people against talent that has been in the league for years, yet he beat them in the MVP conversation.
Right.
I think right then and there, Ravens knew, we have someone special. They probably knew before that we have someone special. But the question still remains, why hasn't he got paid? Is it the reason that he's not that elite of a passer? Is that the reason why? But you still have a very special quarterback.
Right.
And not to mention that he's been improving his passing.
He improves he's basically
every year. I mean, he works with he's been remember one year Michael Vick said he's working with Lamar, they're getting the passing game working.
Right.
And let's not mention the fact that if Lamar becomes a elite passer, he will be close to unstoppable.
Right.
Close to unstoppable. He's already unstoppable on the run game.
Right.
He gets more rushing yards each game than some running backs do.
Definitely.
So so I just think that I'm a Pittsburgh fan. I don't like the Ravens, but I love Lamar Jackson. Of course you don't
like the Ravens. You're a Pittsburgh fan.
Yeah, I love Lamar, though. I love Lamar.
Right.
Lamar's great.
It's the way I am with the Bills. You know, I can't stand them because they're my division rival, but I love me some Josh Allen.
Yeah, but here's the problem. The Baltimore's front office is kind of being idiotic. Let's be honest here. Right. You have one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now, a former MVP, yet you haven't paid him. You're risking letting him go.
Right.
For what? For what? For what? He wants to stay with you. Definitely. He wants to get paid by you. Of course, it has something to do with money, but still. He wants to get paid. He wants to stay with your organization. He loves the city of Baltimore, so why not pay him? Honestly, it doesn't make sense to me. I feel like Baltimore should definitely pay him, and Wilson getting his contract can definitely be adding to, Lamar being like, why haven't I gotten paid yet?
Right.
Wilson has been with this team for only a couple months, yet they paid him $245.
Right.
I've been with this team for 3-4 years, and they still haven't paid me. I'm still on my rookie contract, and that's still not a lot. I think Lamar should know his worth. Lamar's worth than his rookie is worth more than his rookie contract.
Definitely is way more.
So Baltimore, get the checks out, get the paper, and sign him for millions. At least, he deserves it.
Definitely does. I agree with everything you just said. Lamar Jackson is the best dual threat quarterback in the league, and I don't know what the hell is going down there in Baltimore. Something because
Kobei, if they find some,
if they Sorry. I said they need to pay him. He's the best dual threat quarterback in the league. And if they find some way to fumble Lamar Jackson, it is going to be one of the biggest fumbles in NFL history.
Oh yeah.
If they find some way to fumble Lamar Jackson because they didn't want to pay him. The like you said, the brother won MVP in his like second or third year as a starter, and he brought the Ravens back into relevancy. The Ravens weren't in relevancy before they got Lamar Jackson. After Ray Lewis had left, after they won the Super Bowl in 2012, and Ray Lewis was up, nobody was ever looking at the Ravens like, oh yeah, this team is gonna be a Super Bowl contender. Oh yeah, this team is gonna do some damage. Yeah, they were a scary team. They were a good, regular season team, but they weren't a team that anybody really feared to make any noise in the playoffs. Now that they got Lamar Jackson, you fear that team. The only thing
teams don't know how to stop him. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly, because they don't know how to stop him. The only problem with the Ravens is they have nobody to catch the damn football for them. That's the only problem with the Ravens. Now, once they figure that out, I mean, besides Mark Andrews, but once they figure that out, then yeah, the Ravens.
Yeah, but even then, Mark Andrews is great, but you can't depend on one.
Exactly my point. They don't have anybody else to catch the fucking football for him. Like I said, they don't got nobody to catch the damn football for him. So he's really in a lose-lose situation because if he ain't making a play, then there is no play.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Lamar is not a bad passer by no means.
He's
just
not
has
a bad
no
passer.
one to throw it.
That's the point, and that's the thing that people get confused on. It's not that Lamar isn't a good passer of the football. We've seen that he can launch the football downfield. He showed that in college. We've seen that in college. He can throw. He definitely can launch the football downfield. He showed that. He just doesn't have anybody to launch the football to. Now, like I said, granted, they find somebody that he can launch the football to, then boom, that's perfect.
Super Bowl contender.
Right, but
if they don't get him someone to throw it to, they're not going past the second round.
Right, like I just said. Until then they're just going to be stuck in the same spot. But yeah, Lamar Jackson needs to be paid. I hope the Ravens do the right thing and pay him. And if he does end up leaving, I wonder where he would possibly go. But I don't think the Ravens are going to fumble the bag and let him walk for nothing. So yeah, they're definitely going to pay him. They're going to pay him.
I don't think the Ravens are that stupid, but we've seen teams do stupider things.
Right. We
have seen teams do unbelievably idiotic things. Oh, I don't know, like the Thunder giving up Russell Westbrook. Yeah.
No, let's talk about football. Let's talk about the Houston Texans just blatantly giving DeAndre Hopkins a.
Oh, dude, that they're
Arizona forcing their franchise quarterback out. They were only a game away from the Super Bowl, but they just gave DeAndre Hopkins to Arizona and just forced a superstar quarterback out. But hey,
that just shows how good of a GM and head coach Bill O'Brien was.
Yeah, that was just one of his greatest, finest moments. But let's get into it. Our last topic of the day, our predictions of Week 1. The NFL season starts this Thursday with the Super Bowl champion Rams defending home field against the Buffalo Bills, who a lot of people think this is their year to go to the Super Bowl. These are two talented teams. Adrian, do you think the Bills will steal a road game at SoFi, or do you think the Rams will ride the momentum and celebration that they are having from their Super Bowl 55 win, and protect home field and take a dub on Thursday night at SoFi, aka SoFly Stadium? I gotta visit there one day. I'm going. I don't care. I'm going, but I'm gonna visit there one day. But Adrian, who do you have taking the victory on this beautiful Thursday night game to kick off the NFL season? This is a beautiful game, honestly.
Well, we talk a lot about the Bills, right? And how we think the Bills are gonna go to the Super Bowl this year. But if you remember my Stafford stand from last season.
Yes, you.
Yes, me. Everyone called me crazy.
Yes, you and Dan Orlovsky are best friends when it comes to Matthew Stafford.
Oh, I'd love to be best friends with Dan Orlovsky. Seen that man on television? He's great. And we all know that
and I'm gonna continue to ride, and I'm gonna continue to ride the coattail of he wouldn't be a Super Bowl champion if he didn't have all them stars. But I'm not. But we're just gonna.
He had that. All right, let's not get into that because we can go on for hours because we know Matthew Stafford. If he were on the Detroit Lions, no one would be saying these things about him. No one will be saying these things about him.
I'm still not over the fact that he couldn't win one playoff game with Megatron, but hey, that's none of my business here. But give me your prediction. Give me your prediction. I don't want to get into Stafford no more. I want to talk about Stafford.
What did we just say? What did we just say about Lamar Jackson and Mark Andrews? You cannot use one player to win it all.
You're right. You're right. I said, you're right. I don't want to. I still don't want to talk about Stafford anymore, but give me a prediction. Give me your prediction and give me your final score.
All right. I say Rams take it 27-30.
You're going Rams. I'm going to have to go with my main man, even though he's part of the rivals. I'm going to have to go with Josh Allen. I think he's going to make a statement this year, and I think he's going to do it by taking a dub in SoFi. I'm going to have the Bills winning this game 31-27.
All right. We both got close games.
Yes, I'm going to have I think this is going to be a shootout. You know, both have prolific offenses and both have great defenses. But I also believe that whoever gets the ball last is who will win this game. I do expect both sides on both teams to play their absolute best, even though I still think it's going to be a shootout. But I'm not going to blame the defenses for it being a shootout. The offenses are just too good. I think Von Miller is going to have a great game against his former team. The Tre'Davious White coming back off his ACL injury is going to be huge for this Bills team. And I still can't forget the Rams side. You know, we got Aaron Donald, we got Jalen Ramsey. The addition of Bobby Wagner was huge. Matthew Stafford coming back with Allen Robinson and Cooper Kupp now. 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to bring back OBJ at some point in the season. So he'll have him. But I think the Bills, like I said, I think this is the Bills' year. I think Josh Allen's going to make a statement this year. I think Stephon Diggs is also coming back with another revenge because he's with another revenge tour. We know how great he is. And I'm going to take the Bills in this game 31-27. But, hey, man, that was another great episode of Kobei and Adrian Unfiltered.
Great episode.
We're back. Sorry for the week break, but we are back and we will be consistently uploading every week. So make sure you guys tune in. We got a lot of things to talk about. Football is back. Basketball is around the corner. So, you know, once basketball season comes in, we're going to have a very nice, great show for you guys going back and forth between basketball and football. But,
and let's plug in our good friend Shamai Cook's new show.
Oh, yes. Make sure you guys also tune into our good friend and our good man, Shamai Cook, who's starting a new show on his college campus. I don't know the name of the show right now. I think
it's hold on, let me. All right, we're going to have to edit this so Shamai don't know that we forgot it. Hold
on. We can edit it another time. I'm too lazy for that site.
All right. It is called What's Hot. All right, I had it right now. What's Hot?
Yeah, we make sure you guys tune into our main man, Shamai Cook's new show called What's Hot. He's doing it from his college campus.
Every Tuesday.
We are so proud of him. You know, and he also will be making his appearances on the show here and there too. So, like we always say, man, stay up, stay well, and we are out of here. We'll see. We'll catch you on the next episode.
The action never stops. Peace.
Definitely never stops.